I think a leader is someone who understands the problem, can organize individuals to correct the problem, but at the same time is at the head of the movement and not one who just sits back and dictates and out the issue without actually putting in the real footwork.
Important to realize that you just have to kind of put yourself in there.
Say the ability to be decisive while simultaneously balancing a collaborative spirit.
I think about like artists having like all this vision, and then I think about organizations and how you have these outcomes and these objectives and these cool things that you have to meet. Bring in artists to the planning process. I think that could make for like richer projects.
I've been able to have conversations with people from all of life that maybe I would normally have never the opportunity of speaking with, or in an in-depth conversation on topics and issues that we all feel and important.
Artists can be at the table, surely 99% of any community or nonprofit conversation.
I'm trying to structure like my project around maybe health outcomes that I think need to be met. It might feel frustrating for people to have to be like trained to think that way, but it's also empowering because you're like, wow, I'm making a big impact, and I do deserve to get this project funded because I am going to make this impact.
Artists and arts and culture is constantly used to activate space. Time, effort, and energy is totally forgotten.
The planning happens here, and then we just have to get the artist. I think artists need to do their due diligence and get to know the organizations.
And we have to start valuing the impact economically, socially, culturally that we have in the communities we serve.
One difficult task is trying to balance or the creative aspect of the art, the business aspect.
The conversation I have most often with artists is like, well, I don't want to work on these things. I want to work on these things. I want to plan events. I don't really want to do the paperwork either. It's more of a human thing. So
spreadsheets and keeping like Googles and having Docs and different things so that we can stay more and focused on the business aspect. It will free up a lot of time so that you can be more fluent and creative.
Give yourself ample time to sit with information, ample time to educate yourself on what your field of work is. Time comes and you need to be decisive. You've had that time and resource and background to do that. And
I think that organizations can also offer other sorts of resources and infrastructure that can help artists.
But for me, advice I try to give everybody else: teamwork.
Surround yourself with a team that is comfortable and empowering to each and every one of them to wear different hats.
And I try to be, mentor other people, letting them learn what you've learned.
Giving other artists a voice to speak and show their is another thing that I've been passionate about.
Kind of like encourage other people to put their work out and to be part of it.
But it's okay to always step back and take time for yourself.
Go for a long walk. take the time. It's okay to be a little selfish, especially when it comes to your well-being and your career.